EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Indianapolis, Indiana, where they fire up the crowd with the striking of the anvil as it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. The second-year man, Cam Little, has the honors. Off we go from Indianapolis. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Deep field position to start this drive. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They are led out by the 6'4" quarterback out of Notre Dame. It's Riley Leonard.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is. Mike, this defense talked all about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way, and it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it, and boy, did they ever.
And let's give him about 4 on that one. It is Jordan Lewis who brought him down. And 9. From the gun, here's a throw by Leonard. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Parker Washington awaits for the Jaguars. This fielded inside the 35. So, here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
So he's entering season number 5, and make no mistake about it, Mike, at times he has shown flashes of brilliance, but they just can't seem to put it all together to be a perennial playoff contender. Now new coach, new situation, he become the franchise quarterback that they need him to be, that they drafted him to be, because if he can turn in those consistent high-level performances, I think he can change the future of this franchise pretty quickly.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
On the ground, the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
The back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
They Strange in motion. Now a second down throw for Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
And there's a great example of the pressure altering the quarterback's plan. They need to continue to get him off his spot, continue to make him speed through those progressions. I think if they can continue to do that, they're going to find good success.
He's got a man. That's Myers. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 8. Now here's Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held him on fourth down. What a stand. The Colts offense ready now for their second drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it is Leonard. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's one of those things that rookie quarterbacks just really struggle with early on in the NFL. If you just stare down your primary read, you're going to get yourself into a lot of trouble. So continue to work through your progressions, take what's there, find the open receiver, and with more reps, this is something that you have to imagine he's going to really improve.
This will be a short pickup to about the 30. Foye Oluokun with the play. Third, they need 8. Operating out of the gun, it is Leonard. And that is incomplete.
But I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait to their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Jags offense ready for their second possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They put Strange in motion. They go play action for Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That is caught. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big play for Jacksonville. That goes for 58.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That is caught. What a throw. Brenton Strange. Touchdown, Jaguars. What a big play, a little unscripted there. Greg, that is what tight ends do so well. Hey, you lived it. What are you thinking when the quarterback's on the move out of the pocket?
Scramble drill is the most difficult play to defend down here in the red zone, Mike. It stresses the coverage so much. When you snap your head around of your designed route and you see your quarterback has gotten moved off his spot, now it's just scramble rules. Stay in phase. Work friendly in the same direction as the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tyler Goodson. Ooh. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's Leonard. Open man downfield, it's Pittman. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, Indianapolis.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
To the right side, that is hauled in by Warren. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The Jaguars offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's first and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And mark him down up beyond the 30. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
We'll go back to Etienne on first down. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. They'll run it once more with Etienne. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
On fourth down, here's the AFC Pro Bowler from a year ago, Logan Cook to punt. Back deep for the Colts, Anthony Gould. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Colts offense make their way out to take over once more. Downs goes in motion. Here's Leonard now throwing on first and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 23, here's second and 5. Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. To throw is Leonard. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now. as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. On the return, here's Washington. And he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. One quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins, as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Jaguar first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jacoby Myers was the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down. To throw is Lawrence. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
They'll run it here with Etienne. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
2nd down, Lawrence. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
It's not often you see a pass that's out of the reach of this guy. I mean, 50-50 balls tend to go his favor more often than not, but this one kind of gets away from him just a little bit and falls incomplete.
Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll try to run for it. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force 4th down.
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars will extend to a 10-0 lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
And I really like the play call, especially given this situation. But remember, these defensive players, they get paid too. So even though it's maybe something they weren't necessarily prepared all week to defend, they got the stop before he was able to score.
Etienne trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
They keep it on the ground twice, Mike, and they have no success. So now if you're the play caller, that starts creeping into your head. Do you have confidence in a third attempt, or now do you try to change it up and go play action and put the ball in the air?
They'll go with the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Trevor Lawrence, touchdown Jacksonville. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
Little on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars move out on top, 14-0. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Anthony Gould now to return. And he'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Colts offense ready to take over once again. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. To the air is Leonard. That one complete to Pierce. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 6. Leonard to throw. That's made, that's Pittman. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 19 in the air. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he will get into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And that's one of the best elements of this run game is just how explosive they can be. And it has felt like they've been on the verge of breaking one a few times here, Mike, and then they finally make it happen here. Catch the end zone, first time today.
Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Colts are on the board. It's now 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Once again, it's Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Nick Cross will bring him down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. This run straight ahead for Etienne. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Zaire Franklin that time. There for the tackle. Third down and 3. To throw is Lawrence. Here's Logan Cook now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. And they'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. That's Pierce in motion. He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Leonard now on second down. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
They'll run here with Hill. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
He plunges forward for a couple of yards. It is Jordan Lewis who brought him down. Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. Second down and 8. From the gun, here's a throw by Leonard. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now a 3rd and 2. Play action. Here is Leonard. Taking off. He'll try to get there.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
They face second down and 7. Now Leonard. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll throw. It's Leonard. On the run to the right. He'll try and get there on the ground. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Taylor. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal coming up. He takes this down to about the 5. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. It's Leonard.
First and goal. The quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. Second and goal.
From the 1, second and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Riley Leonard, touchdown Colts.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
So now this to get him back to even heading into the break. His kick is good. And the Colts will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Jaguars offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. Brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Now ETN. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Third down, 3 to go. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
On the return is Gould. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Colts offense ready for their first possession of this second half. First and 10 now from the 36. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Boye Aluakin with the play. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. They go right back to Taylor. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
To the air on 3rd down. Here's Leonard. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And how about that play on special teams? Perfectly done. It checks up right at the 1-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They put Strange in motion. Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. Brenton Strange was his intended target, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Here's ETN. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. On the give, this is Taylor. Not much there, maybe a yard. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. In motion is Warren. Throwing on 2nd down. Leonard. A short pass taken in by Warren. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Open man, left side, he's got it. They get 12 yards on that pass. 1st down, Indianapolis.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
Anytime you're running a toss play, you're really just in a race to the perimeter of the defense. Is my guy faster than your guy? In this case, the speed in the backfield wins. He picks up big yardage and the 1st down.
They'll run a draw now with Taylor. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? He'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he is out of bounds. It's going to be 1st down, though. 1st and goal at the 2.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the 1st down.
From the gun, here's Leonard. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6. Mason Smith keeping the motor going. He runs them down. It's a loss of 5.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Leonard. And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again. Trayvon Walker getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal.
Really nice job here by the defense, taking advantage of this condensed field. Anytime you're down here in the red zone, the field is wider than it is deep. It's actually very challenging for an offense to stay in their normal rhythm, and coverage has been tight, pass rush is getting home, back-to-back sacks.
Back-to-back sacks back them up. What's going to happen now on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run. Here's Taylor. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal. Here comes Blake Groupie for this field goal try. This about as short as you can get. Groupie's kick is good. And the Colts move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
Job number one on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
He made the field goal a moment ago. Now Groupie back out to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. In motion comes Thomas. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 31, here is 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's swung out to ETN. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 18 yards on the pickup there. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
2nd down, Lawrence. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in, and that'll go down as an incompletion.
And you get a sense that in a really tight game like this, it's that one play that's going to tip the scales either way. So they come out swinging for the deep one on that one. They can't quite link up, but keep swinging. Keep generating those chunk plays, because typically in the NFL, chunk plays equal points.
In motion comes Thomas. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
I understand it's 3rd down and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on 3rd down and you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that 1st down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle. Ball falls incomplete, and now it brings up 4th down.
And are they going to mark this out of bounds? They are. It's out at the 1-yard line. What a kick. The Colts offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. In motion is Warren. On the handoff, it's Taylor. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward, gain of about 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. It's 3rd and 4. Operating out of the gun, it is Leonard. He'll look deep for Pittman. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds they've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
The Colts about to kick this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Woo! And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Jags offense ready to get back at it. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 14 on the pickup. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
They'll go back to Etienne on 1st down. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. In motion comes Thomas. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. 4th quarter now, and it'll begin with a run by Etienne. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Now here's Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Etienne. He'll get it inside the 20. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
A 1st down throw for Lawrence. And this ball is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the fourth quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. That's Pierce in motion. They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. A give up the middle to Taylor. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Just a really nice effort by the defense to challenge him right at the catch point. It's really the timing of the contact that really is able to dislodge the ball, and they get a fresh set of downs to work with if he's able to hold on to it. But because of the hit, he can't squeeze it, and now they find themselves looking at 4th down.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Jaguars offense back onto the field for their next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Lawrence out quickly to Thomas on the RPO. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 32 yards.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Facial Tinton. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Right back to Tinton. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. Lawrence now. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You're going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 7. Play action now. It's Lawrence. Open right side. That strains the tight end. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Lawrence is going to give it to Tinton. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is fourth down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. On the return is Goodson. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a throw by Leonard. And this one is caught by Pierce. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. To throw is Leonard. To the left side and taken in by Downs. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. First down, Indianapolis.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Now, 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They get 15 on that game. That's good for a Colts first down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Short one, and it's caught by Warren. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Taylor. And the Colts are going to be set up 1st and goal. Nice run, getting them down to the 6.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
And he's into the end zone. Riley Leonard, touchdown Colts. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. This is 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. This one pulled in by Thomas. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Now 2nd and inches. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got Myers on the completion. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
To the left side, it is caught by Myers. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second, and the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. Getting hard to hear in here. The noise very loud from the crowd. 3rd and 3. Throwing is Lawrence. He'll find his tight end. It's Strange. Now the Jags will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
On first down, Lawrence. Catch made right side by Thomas. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just 1 more play.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, and this one will come to an end. So it's a win for the Colts. They proved much the best in this one. get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire